guys, welcome back to Aussie Homeschool Adventures. My name's Jo. It's great to have you here today. Today I have for you how I organise my bookcase or my resources for the year or the term or the semester. So I'm going to put this in fast forward in a couple of minutes and just do what I'm going to do, and you can see what I'm doing, and I'll talk you through it as well, what I've done. But the first thing I did was I've actually pulled off my bookcase already. I can't pull them all up, but so I've pulled out all of the books, the the information books that we'll be using over the course of this school year, and I'm just going to rearrange so that I've got a shelf that's pretty much allocated to the resources that we'll be using the most frequently this year, and just rearrange this space a little bit. It always gets tight, it gets a bit trashed. New resources come in like these. I just got these the other day from Costco. They're really sweet. They're little history readers. So cute. They're actually just a really nice little bite-sized piece of information with really nice like pictures and stuff. So I'm always buying books. I'm always buying resources, and I've got to find homes for them all. So I usually don't keep these sorts of things in these boxes. I find they take up too much space and makes it harder to get them off the shelf. So let's switch modes and you can sit back and watch. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out. If you like this kind of content and want to see more, give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends that might be interested in it and other fellow homeschool mums out there, because this is really about community for me, guys. I'm not here just for me. I'm here to help you and encourage you and support you in your homeschooling journey. I've been doing this now for about 5-6 years, the homeschool bit, and I love it. And I love going to YouTube to find other homeschool people's tips, tricks, hints, daily life stuff, what they're doing. So I thought I'd jump on and share mine to help other Australians that are doing it, the homeschool bit that is, help encourage us, because there's not a lot of Aussies on YouTube for homeschooling. So I thought I'd have a go. So in the good old Aussie way that we do things. So sit back and enjoy. So this side is mostly my fiction books. So these are all our storybooks that the girls can use to read for pleasure. We have some of our favourites in here. Bad Cat. This is such a funny story. If you haven't read this one, and you have a thing about cats, you should read this one. It's absolutely hilarious. So yeah, this is all our storybooks that we have on here. Board games, and then I've got more board games down over here that you can't see, but yeah, so there's more board games over there. So up the top here is pretty much teaching resources, like extra, these are just like blank notepads that I bought to do either nature journals with or Bible journals or something like that. Then I've got like spare dividers and blank storybooks, different things like that that we will possibly use throughout the year, stuff that we've used previously. I have my little pocket dice that I've tucked up here. Might actually move that. Might put that somewhere else. So put it down there for a minute. Our Osmo is stacked up here at the moment so that it's somewhere visible and accessible for the kids. These are a small selection of our read aloud novels that I have. So that's those there. So now I've emptied the shelf. As you can see, it's now clean and empty, and I'm just going to start putting our resources back on there. So our dictionary and thesaurus, if I can say it right, we use these quite a bit, so I'll make sure they're on here as well. Plan B, when the books don't fit, I'm going to have to empty the shelf and just raise it up a notch. That will be fun. I'm actually going to have to switch what I was going to do and go to plan B. So, because this shelf is actually one of my bookcase, it's fixed, it's locked in place, so I can't adjust its height. And a couple of my books are too tall to fit on this shelf, but these ones should fit, so I'm just going to switch them around. So I'm sort of sorting them as I go into like their subject areas. Some of them will go across several, like our animal books will go across both our geography and our science unit on zoology when we get to that. So yeah, I'll sort them sort of, but not really at the same time, like not fully. So I've got a couple of big books here that won't fit in. These are really tall ones. These are ones for our, well, this one's for zoology and this one's for our geography. So what I might do is I might switch around what books I have over on my display rack and put some of the smaller ones over here and put these ones out over there on the book display, which I will show you when we're done. So that gives me room to grow. Excuse to buy more books, there's space on my bookcase. So there we go. I'll bring you over for a closer look. So starting at the top, I've got my adult and or teacher resources up here. A couple of science kits, and then I've got like some books of mine, backyard farming and gardening books, an old curriculum book that I've kept for the minute, other curriculum resources like Letterland, handwriting and stuff. I've got blank journals, A4 visual journals and 8 half A4 ones, a curriculum that we've used or may use again yet, an old style planner that I can't bear to throw away, another resource book, an old curriculum book. I'm kind of a hoarder on resources. It's hard to throw away stuff or part with stuff. So this is our current resource section. I haven't fully sorted it. I've got our dictionary and thesaurus here, our the answers books that we're using for our apologetics. Then I've left the history and the science readers here from Usborne. I've just taken them out of their box so they're a bit easier for the kids to hopefully just pull out the one that they want and put it back in. And then I've got our other books for subjects this year, so science and geography and more science and geography, and a couple of like history ones at the back that we'll look at too. And this is just more of our general fiction, non-fiction books, sorry. So all the information books that we have, the ones that aren't being used up there. And then I've got our readers down here. So these are what I'm deeming our early readers, all the fiction books that I'm wanting my 9-year-old to start reading more of this year, ones that she can read by herself pretty much. And then I've got a couple of little, these are like Letterland readers that my youngest daughter is hopefully going to be able to read this year. Her reading is not quite there yet. And then don't look at that bottom shelf. It's really messy. Then we've got puzzles down the bottom. Then these are all just the girls' fiction books. So these are all our stories, like I said before. We've got board games up here. So these are ones that we don't play as often, or that they definitely need help playing. So Pocket Money, Sequence, Kidoo, Yahtzee, Monopoly Junior. And then up the top are the definite, like, more adult games like Risk that they will play that, but they need us with them. Monopoly and things like that. Mousetrap is one that they love, but I don't like getting it out because it needs to be so much effort, but we do it. And a few more card games in there. Osmo's sitting here at the moment. I'm going to make room down on this shelf here. I've got to rearrange. So I've got my albums for Christmas photos, and then there's a few random like wooden puzzles, our tanagrams, our Bedlam cube, some of the shells that my daughter has painted. And then I've got our board games that the kids actually play. As you can see, they actually play them. That's why it's messy. So we've got like our Recollect, Dragonwood, Itsy and Slapsy, Taco Cat. This is hilarious, this game. It's so much fun. memory, gravity maze, block us. It's one of those like logic puzzles. So I'll rearrange the space and fit Osmo onto the shelf here. That'll be fine. So that's it. I'm going to make room to fit this one back on the shelf, my Buildsy. We love Buildsy. It's lots of fun. So yeah, that's my bookcase and how I'm going to arrange it for this year. And I'll just show you our resource table too. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real. I can't be bothered tidying it up at the moment. So this is my dumping ground. This is where everything comes to die, from my kids dumping their air drying clay on here. But generally speaking, I try and have the books out that we're using for our current subjects, or some of them, so that they're here and they're pretty out and the kids can pick them up and look through them. So I've put these two really tall ones over here. Still have our What's Out There from Australia. And then we're doing a marine biology at the moment, so I've got our two big ocean books here. And then one of the little readers from that unit. And then my 9-year-old's times table and multiplying and dividing lift the flat books. She's been enjoying those. And then there's just messes of worksheets and randomness because, you know, I haven't tidied it up, but I will get there. That is my goal, to have that tidied up before we go away. I hope that was interesting for you. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I rearrange and arrange and store my books for our school year. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Stick around. There'll be more content coming your way very soon. I hope to share a meal planning video with you and a couple more curriculum reviews and some book flip throughs as well, perhaps. So if there's something that you particularly would like to see or would like to know from me, leave me a comment down below and I'll either respond or perhaps I'll even make a video out of it. So have a fantastic week, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.